tied for first place in the District 25 6A race, but after a couple of frustrating losses to Cedar Ridge, they find themselves fighting for their playoff lives. They face one of those teams with whom they're fighting tonight as the VANDEGRIFT VIPERS take on the Westwood Warriors right now on Vype Live. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to cloudy and cool Warriors Field, just across the street from Westwood High School in Austin, Texas. Merle Bertrand here at the ballpark, along with our QA tonight, Rosie Vega, back at the Vype Live studios. And while every game in a 14-game district schedule is important, you kind of get the sense that what happens tonight and when these two teams meet again on Friday night back in Venom Field will likely determine if VANDEGRIFT can fight their way into the playoffs. VANDEGRIFT coming in tonight with an overall mark of 16-10, now 5-4 in the district after their 6-2 loss at Cedar Ridge on Friday night. The Vipers under head coach Alan McGee are tied for third with Vista Ridge and these Westwood Warriors, 1 game behind Cedar Ridge and 2 games behind league-leading Round Rock. The Warriors, under 6-year head coach Casey Carter, they're having their best season in years. Westwood comes in at 17-7-1 overall, also part of the third-place trifecta with the Vipers and Vista Ridge, 1 game ahead of Stony Point, who plays Round Rock this week. So it's all still on the table for the Vipers, even an outside shot still at a district title. We'll see how it all plays out. That sets the table on this end. When we come back, we'll hear from Vipers head coach Alan McGee on the pregame show. You are watching VANDEGRIFT Vipers Baseball on the Vype Live Network.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts.
We've been doing it for 15 years.
30-13, again, another reverse, breaking tackles, dives to the end zone, touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds, really close up in the corner. Quick pitch to Wilson, she fires the 3. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
I'm pleased to be joined once again in the pregame show by the head coach of the VANDEGRIFT Vipers, Coach Alan McGee. And boy, Coach, a tough week last week. A couple of tough losses against Cedar Ridge. Your thoughts after last week's series?
Yeah, we kind of lost our identity for a little bit at the plate. Like, you know, we'd been swinging the bat pretty good and having some good ABs. And last week we just, you know, we kind of threw some ABs away. And but, you know, we worked on it yesterday at practice, and you know, hopefully it pays dividends today.
What is the mindset of the team after the long weekend and everything? Is hopefully they're not panicking or anything like that. This district is so tight it can turn around again in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, they know that. You know, they know what's at stake. Every game that we play in district is the most important game you're going to play up until that point, right? And so that's just a message that kept getting preached to them, that, you know, we got to go out and take care of us, right? And when we go out and take care of us and stay with the 22 guys in the dugout, then good things happen for the Vipers.
And kind of to that point, I guess, when you look at the game, you know, you're talking about maybe losing your identity at the plate or something like that, but it's not like they're going out there and kicking the ball around like a Little League team and making 6 errors, just losing a couple of close games.
Yeah, I mean, and like you said, this district's good, and you know, kudos to Cedar Ridge. You know, they got some timely hits when we had some opportunities and we just didn't come through, which we had been doing up until that point in district. And, you know, so we got to go out and make sure that we continue to put good AB after good AB and try to barrel the ball up every time.
Well, I'm a firm believer, as I know you are too. The baseball gods kind of even things out. So hopefully this week against a big series against Westwood, things will kind of even out a little bit.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. You know, you can only take care of yourself and the team, and so we just got to, like I said earlier, just take care of us and our approach and not let any outside influences affect us.
And last question before you talk about this Westwood team, kind of like you guys off to a good start last year before things got interrupted, and Coach Carter's got them going again this year. Talk about the Warriors.
Yeah, they got a lot of guys returning from last year's squad. You know, I've been able to see a lot of these guys for the last couple years playing, and you know, they definitely swing the bat well, and so we got to make sure that we pitch good and play good defense behind.
Well, Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck tonight, and we'll see you Friday night back at Venom Field.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man.
VANDEGRIFT Vipers head coach Alan McGee, kind enough to join us on the pregame show. We'll take a break, be back in time for the national anthem on the first pitch. You're watching VANDEGRIFT Vipers Baseball on Vype Live.
the game of football, wish you could be part of the action? Then become a football official. The Austin Football Officials Association is actively seeking new members to officiate games all across Central Texas. The Austin Football Chapter of TASO, the Texas Association of Sports Officials, provides a 2-year training program for new members. Taught by a crew of veteran officials, these training classes meet each Monday night from July through November and include classroom and on-field instruction. You don't need to be an ex-player or a coach to become a great official and have a memorable officiating career. As our officials will tell you, working around student athletes at all levels of football is gratifying. Plus, you'll develop lifelong friendships with other officials who share your passion for the game. Officiating football is a great way to get into and stay in shape, be a positive role model for student athletes, retain your competitive edge, and earn additional income. Visit the Austin Football Officials Association online at afoa.ws for more information. That's afoa.ws.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vantage points to watch a baseball game from. It's kind of an odd angle, I'll give you that, but you see the Tollway Highway 45 and 183 intersection out there beyond center field as we're getting ready for tonight's district matchup between VANDEGRIFT and Westwood tonight, marking our 533rd Vipers cast overall on KMAX Sports and Vype Live dating back to 2009, our 141st Vipers baseball broadcast here on the network. Big thanks to VandeGrift Booster Club President Jennifer Farrow and Vice President Stephen Miller and all of our sponsors. Our home run sponsor, Shannon Kramer with Bartlett Realty, along with Silverton Custom Homes. Our double play sponsors, Ranch Road Vision. Our single sponsor, Independence Title, D.H. Allen Construction, South Star Bank, and Steiner Ranch Wagabag. And our banner sponsor, Trent Reynolds Baseball Development, along with our Vype Network sponsor, Academy Sports and Outdoors. For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to gear up and have fun out there. And you see the two coaches down there, Coach Casey Carter on the left, not to be confused with Hank Carter, the head football coach of Lake Travis, or John Carter, the head baseball coach at Round Rock. That's Casey Carter on the left, along with Alan McGee, the head coach of the VandeGrift Vipers, on the right. I want to give a shout out to John Presley. He's not able to be here tonight. He's tuning into the broadcast from work up in Dallas, along with my mom listening up in the great state of Illinois. Welcome aboard, Mom. I'm turning into a Viper fan here on Vype, slowly but surely. And we're just about ready to go. We'll turn it over to the PA for tonight's starting lineups.
Number 1, the left fielder, Nick Jackson. Batting second, playing second, number 13, Clayton Moore. Batting third, the pitcher, number 29, Christian Okerholm. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 15, Braden Buchanan. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 18, Will Gilbert. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 25, Landon Thompson. Batting seventh, the DH, Michael Kaufman. Batting eighth, the center fielder, number 4, Tyler Hubbard. Batting ninth, the third baseman, number 2, Simon Baker. Playing short, number 5, Ryan Buck. Leading off, the center fielder, number 6, Jeff Heber. Batting second, playing second, number 11, Gael Garcia. Batting third, playing third, number 21, Matthew Hula. 12, Josh Astacio. Batting 7th, the pitcher, number 13, Ridge Morgan. Batting 8th, first baseman, number 17, Reed Saxon. Batting 9th, the right fielder, number 5, Gus Winland. And your head coach, Casey Carter. Now please stand for the national anthem.
All right, we are ready for baseball tonight from Westwood High School. Merle Bertrand here, Rosie Vega back at the Vype Live studios. We'll give you the batting order again for the Vipers. Nick Jackson, the left fielder, leading it off. Clayton Moore at third base, batting second. Christopher Hokerholm getting the start on the hill tonight for the Vipers. Braden Buchanan behind the plate, batting cleanup. Will Gilbert in right field, batting fifth. Landon Thompson over to first base, batting sixth. Michael Coughlin, the DH tonight, batting seventh. Tyler Hubbard, the center fielder, batting eighth. And Simon Baker at third base tonight, I believe. Is that right? No, it's got to be second base. I think I switched those around. Batting ninth. But in any event, Jackson, Moore, Okerholm, Buchanan, Gilbert, Thompson, Coughlin, Hubbard, and Baker, the batting order for the VandeGrift Vipers. I like this batting order. I can't believe that they would put, I think I did that wrong, but I'll double check and see when the Vipers take the field. If Moore is over at third base and Baker's at second, that would make more sense. I think I transposed my numbers. Defense is set for Westwood. Josh Astacio, Jeff Hebert, and Gus Winland, the outfield left to right. Matthew Gula, Tate Joint, Gael Garcia, and Reed Saxon, the infield third to first. Jack Brinson behind the plate. And Ridge Morgan, the starting pitcher tonight for the Westwood Warriors. Happy to have you with us here on a Tuesday night. Just 4 district games left after this one. Hard to believe that we've reached that point. 3 broadcasts this week, here tonight at Warriors Field and back at Benham Field against the same Westwood Warriors on Friday night. A non-district game coming up at 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon against the powerful 5A club, the Georgetown Eagles. But yeah, I do like the batting order. A lot more pop in the bat from what I see here. As Nick Jackson will step in to lead it off. A .346 hitter, no home runs, 16 RBI, 4 doubles and a triple on the season for the Viper left fielder. Right hand, Rich Morgan. First pitch swung on, foul back to the screen, strike one. We're underway from Westwood. All grass and dirt, the way God meant baseball to be played, except for around home plate. You got the field turf around there. And Jackson takes that pitch down low, ball one. Little tough to get a good angle of home plate from this vantage point. Only so many places to set up here at this ballpark. The pitch up high inside, ball two. Smallish ballpark dimensions-wise, 310 to the foul poles. They don't have the numbers to center field, but you can see the high fencing out there. It's a short ballpark, but high fences. As that one fouled up against the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 12 feet fences from the foul area to the power alleys, and it looks like about 18, maybe 19 feet on the double high fencing in center field to make it play longer than it really is. 1 hop back to the screen. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Jackson. Three-two pitch, foul tip, and Jackson hangs alive. Three-two pitch, ground ball left side, a diving stop by the third baseman. Can he make the throw? He does. What a play by the third baseman, Matthew Gould, to rob Jackson of a double. 1 away for Clayton Moore. That was a nice play. Moore on the season, a .316 hitter, no home runs and 10 RBI with a double on the season. Check the swing. Did he go? Looks like he did. Strike 1. So I've got Moore listed as playing second base tonight, and Simon Baker over at third. We'll see if that's... That one tap foul. And the count quickly 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Drop third strike. They got to make the throw down to first. And they do. 2 away. 2 up, 2 down for Christian Okerholm. Oakham having a great season at the plate. Team leading .431 batting average, 1 home run, team leading 20 RBI, and a team leading 6 doubles on the season for tonight's starting pitcher. Comes up here with 2 outs and the base is empty. Ooh, crossed up on that one. Swung weakly at it, strike 1. And that one paints the inside corner. The count quickly 0-2 to Okerholm. One hops up to the plate, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Game time temperatures 80 degrees. Hazy clouds, a little sun was breaking through earlier today. Chance of rain throughout the day, but knock on wood, it stayed away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two pitch. 3-2. Another busy night of baseball and softball here on Vype Live. About 10 games here in the greater Austin area. Another 8 or so out of Houston. We will, of course, keep you up to speed on what's going on with Vista Ridge as they take on... Well, 3-2 pitch, foul back to the screen. Vista Ridge tonight taking on Hutto over at Vista Ridge. We'll also be able to track McNeil against Cedar Ridge. So we got 3 of the 4 games in the district on the network tonight. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Low ball 4, and Okerholm draws a 2-out walk. And that'll bring up Braden Buchanan. .359 hitter, no home runs, 14 RBI, 5 doubles, 2 triples. So a good guy to come up here if you want to get a 2-out rally going. I imagine we've got a courtesy run over there for Okerholm, but I'll double check that. It might be Grayland Spring. That ball hit in the air to the right side. Coming on to right fielder and making the catch on the fringe. I think the second baseman lost it in the twilight, but began and pops out to right. And the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors. One more left on base. We played through 1/2 inning of play. Your score, VANDEGRIFT nothing, and the Westwood Warriors coming up. Okay, I was right the first time. Let me change my defensive chart. Simon Baker is going to be playing third base tonight for the Vipers. And Clayton Moore has moved over to second. So those two have switched positions. So we'll give you the defensive set here in just a second. First, we'll give you the batting order for the homestanding Westwood Warriors. Jeff Hebert out in center field to lead it off. Gael Garcia at second base, batting second. Matthew Gula, who made that diving play to rob Jackson of a double, he'll be batting third. Peyton Joint, the shortstop, in the cleanup spot. Jack Brinson behind the plate, batting fifth. Josh Astacio out in left field, batting sixth. Ridge Morgan, the pitcher, batting seventh. Reed Saxon, the DH and first baseman, batting eighth. And Gus Windland out in right field, batting ninth. So Hebert, Garcia, Gula, Joint, Brinson, Astacio, Morgan, Saxton, and Windland, the batting order for Coach Casey Carter's Westwood Warriors. Defensively for the VANDEGRIFT Vipers, Nick Jackson, Tyler Hubbard, Will Gilbert, your outfield left to right. Simon Baker at third, Ryan back to shortstop. Clayton Moore at second. Landon Thompson over at first base. Braden Buchanan behind the plate. And Christian Okerholm, the ace of the staff, the right-hander, on the mound for the Vipers. Coming in here, making his 8th appearance. 36 2/3 innings pitched with a record of 4-1, giving up 14 hits, 8 runs, 3 of those earned. He's walked 11, struck out 68. However, he has 9 hit batsmen. That's been a bit of a problem for him. But still, an outstanding ERA of 0.57. That will win a lot of ball games if he gets any sort of offensive support at all. Lights are on here at Warriors Field. Brand new scoreboard installed 2 years ago. It's acting a little wonky tonight. I noticed that in the JV game, which was won, by the way, by the Vipers 4-2, and a well-played ball game. So here's Jeff Hebert to center field to lead it off for Westwood. First pitch to Hebert. High and away, ball one. One-0 pitch. High and away, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. There he finds the range, and then for strike one. Two-one pitch from Okerholm. Brushes him back, 3-1. Three balls, one strike. Low and away, ball four, and a walk to lead off the ball game. Not what Okerholm wanted. That'll bring up Gael Garcia. Braden Buchanan going out to settle down his senior picture. So here's Garcia stepping in. Nobody out. Runner at first base. Not showing bunt, and the off-speed stays a little high. Ball one. All the pitches are coming in a little high so far from Okerholm. Doing a little landscaping work on the mound. Good pitch there in the first strike, 1-1. One pitch, showing bunt now, bunts it in the air, into the glove of Okerholm to throw to first, and then not quite in time. Throw kind of one-hopped the first baseman Thompson, who did a nice job just getting that ball to stay in front of him. But a nice play by Oklahoma, one away. One out for Matthew Gould, the third baseman. Not so sure a better throw would have got him anyway. Nice effort by Oklahoma. One out, runner aboard. Wind blowing cross breeze from right to left. Check the swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike one. It was a strike anyway. 1 ball, 1 strike. Email open. Voice of the Vipers. All one word plural. Voice of the Vipers at gmail.com. Let us know where you're tuning to the broadcast from. Westwood fans, welcome as well. As that off-speed drops in there, called strike 2. Interesting little factoid about Westwood High School that I'll share with you between innings here. Little historical nugget. No balls, 2 strikes. Check the swing, ball in, ball 1. Snap throw down to first, runner back. One ball, 2 strikes. Off speed in there, called strike 3, and he knew it. Beautiful pitch from Christian Okerholm to notch his first strikeout of the night. 2 outs now for the shortstop, Tate Joint. Two outs, Hebert still standing at first base. Tossed over to first, the B- move there from Okerholm. Lights on at the ballpark, twilight setting in, and a nice night here in Austin. Pitch up high, 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch down low, ball 2. Nice off speed there. 2 balls, 1 strike to Joint. Two-one pitch. Foul tip. Caught a piece of Buchanan. The umpire will go out and give Buchanan a little time to collect himself. The brotherhood between catcher and umpire. Two balls, 2 strikes to Joint with 2 outs and a runner at first. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Okerholm back-to-back strikeouts to retire the side. So after giving up a leadoff walk, it doesn't hurt him. No runs, no hits, no errors. One left on base. We'll go to the top half of the second inning. Still no score here from Westwood. All right, let me update my scoreboard. And then I'll delve into a little bit of history. I mentioned this is our 503rd Vipers cast overall. That's 533 VANDEGRIFT broadcasts here on KMAX Sports and Vype Live dating back to 2009. What a lot of people don't know, this ballpark was the site of the very first ever KMAX Sports broadcast way back in 2004. I didn't start working with KMAX Sports until 2007. But the founders had to run a desktop computer and a monitor up into the press box right there and had to string 200 feet of phone cord all the way over to the concession stand right back there behind the first base dugout. That's how the very first KMAC broadcast ever was done here in this ballpark in the spring of 2004. And the guy said at the time, after that broadcast, it's a wonder there was ever a second one. But from humble beginnings, that's where it all began, way back in 2004. And, of course, KMAX Sports now a part of the Vype Media family, acquired by Vype Media out of Houston in 2018. And we are now Vype Live, but that's where the heritage, that's where it all began, way back in 2004. By the way, Vandergrift High School didn't come into existence until 6 years after that very first broadcast. So there you go. As we go to the top half of the second inning, 5, 6, and 7 hitters are up here for Vandergrift. Will Gilbert to lead it off. Gilbert, a .317 hitter, no homers, 10 RBI, 3 doubles on the season. And there's call strike one to Will Gilbert. A couple other little notes about Westwood. Our technical director, Suna Vincott, a graduate of Westwood High School. No balls, 1 strike to Gilbert. Pitch up high, ball 1. And I broadcast Westwood football for 3 years on KMAX Sports until moving over to Vandergrift in 2010. So a lot of ties between KMAC and Vype and Westwood, as that pitch called a strike, and the count 1-2 to Gilbert. Rip foul on the first base side. Glances off the dugout out on the right field. And the count 1-2 to Gilbert. 17 pitches in the first inning, by the way, for Ridge Morgan. So hopefully the Vipers can keep that pitch count high and chase him from the ball game and get into the dugout. 17 pitches as well for Christian Okerholm. 1-2 pitch. High chopper. That's going to be trouble. Shortstop coming on the slow roll to throw to first. Sails high into the dugout. I think he would have beat that one out anyway. I think they got to rule that one a hit and then a throwing error on top of it. We'll see what they put up on the board here. Gilbert with pretty good speed. In any event, Gilbert's going to be standing on second base. And that'll bring up Landon Thompson. 296 hitter, team leading 2 home runs with 9 RBI and 2 doubles on the season. They haven't made a ruling. I'm going to say that's an infield single and then an E6. We'll go with that unofficially as Thompson steps in. High fly ball on the right side. We'll see if it's deep enough to move the runner over to third base. Right fielder Windland camps out underneath it and draws the throw, but pretty good throw there by Windland. Gilbert unable to advance, 1 away. That'll bring up Michael Coughlin, the DH tonight. Batting .333 in the season, no homers with 8 RBI, 2 doubles, and a triple. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Coughlin. Tyler Hubbard on deck for Vandergrift. Oh, 1 pitch, chop foul. And the count 0-2. John Prussell checking in from Big D. Saying a beautiful night for baseball. Let's go get a Viper win. He'll see us back in the booth at Venom Field on Friday night. Thank you, John. Looking forward to it. Hopefully we'll be going for a sweep on Friday night. But first things first. This is a good Westwood ball club. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Coughlin is out on strikes for out number 2. Strikeout number 2 recorded for Ridge Morgan, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Tyler Hubbard. Hubbard batting .269 in the season. No home runs with 4 RBI, a couple of doubles, and a triple. For the Vipers center fielder, he comes up here with 2 outs. And Gilbert still standing on second base. Email address again, Voice of the Vipers, all one word plural, voiceofthevipers@gmail.com. As Hubbard swings through it, strike 1. A 1 pitch. Low and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And so far, the Vipers seem a little confused by Ridge Morgan. We'll see what kind of adjustments they make on their second trip through the batting order. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hubbard. Hit in the air to left field. Wynn's going to hold it up. And who's going to call it? It's going to be the left fielder out there, Josh Astacio, making the catch to retire the side. So in the inning for the Vipers, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 runner left on base. We'll go to the bottom half of the second inning. Still no score from Westwood. You're watching Vandegrifts Vipers baseball on Vype Live.
For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com.
At Austin Pets Alive, the mission is to promote and provide the resources, education, and programs needed to eliminate the killing of companion animals. That means more happy pets joining more happy families every single day. In fact, Austin Pets Alive has saved more than 25,000 dogs and cats since 2008. And you can help. Adopt a new family member, help out with a donation, or roll up your sleeves and volunteer. If you have love, time, or money to spare, we all have at least one of those, you're needed. Visit AustinPetsAlive.com to get started. Austin Pets Alive, helping people help pets.
Swung on, lifted foul down the right field line. Out of play, and the count 2-1. That's in there a little low, and the count 3-1. Hendrickson over Manor in softball action tonight, 16-6. Some of the finals starting to come in. Nice pitch there at the letters, and the count goes full now to Brinson. The 3-2 pitch from Oklahoma. Chop weakly foul up the first base side, and an error on the dugout. Three balls, 2 strikes to Brinson. Inside ball 4, and for the second straight inning, Oklahoma gives up a leadoff walk to start things off. That'll bring up left fielder Josh Estacio with a runner at first and nobody out. Courtesy running coming in here for the catcher Brinson. That is number 3 for Westwood, Cooper Williamson. So Williamson will run for Brinson, the catcher. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Good heat there from Oklahoma. Pretty good move there. Oh, that was close. Good move by Oklahoma and a nice tag put down by Thompson, but the umpire says he got back. Oh, 1 pitch. Right down the pipe, strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch. No balls, 2 strikes. Excuse me, check swing back to the screen. Anastasio stays alive. Little confusion there on the pitch count. But the count is 0-2 to Estacio. All squared away. Here comes the delivery from Oklahoma. Sky high, fly ball to left field. Wynn's going to hold this one up. Jackson's got a beat on it. Dangerously close to poking a hole in the clouds. 1 away. 1 out for the pitcher, Rich Morgan. So Morgan steps in. Williamson still at first with 1 away. Swung on, foul back to the screen. A little late on that one. Strike 1 to Morgan. Oh, 1 pitch. Just inside. They're going to say it hit him? I guess it hit him. So runners at first and second.
Now batting, number 17, Reed Saxon.
So that'll bring up Reed Saxon with runners at first and second and 1 away. That pitch paints the outside corner, strike one. And now a runner going to come in here for the pitcher, Morgan. This is number 4 for the Warriors, Evan Dunn. Oh, 1 pitch. Up high, ball 1. So Williamson at second, Evan Dunn, the courtesy runner at first for the pitcher, Morgan. 1 out, 1 ball, 1 strike to Saxon. Good pitch, outside corner, strike 2. Top of the 3rd inning, out in Hutto, Vista Ridge 3, Hutto nothing. Boy, that game has serious implications for this one. 1-2 pitch. Popped up. Back against the screen. The count remains 1-2. Vista Ridge, Westwood, and the Vipers all tied at 5 and 4 for 3rd place in the district race. A game behind Cedar Ridge, 2 games behind Round Rock. That's 5 teams. Only 4 go to the playoffs. 1-2 pitch. Just a little high in the count, 2-2. Vista Ridge and Westwood split their series last week in a pair of 1-run ball games. Westwood defeating the Rangers in 10 innings in the first game, and Vista Ridge bouncing back to even up the series in the second game. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Saxon is out on strikes for a big second out. That'll bring up the right fielder, Gus Windland, with 2 outs now, runners at first and second. Brushes in back, ball 1. One 0 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. They fake the throw down to first. The Westwood laundry bill goes up a little bit. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hit hard to left center field. Pretty well tagged. Going back and caught. Jackson hauls it in. Windland gave it a ride. But Jackson there to make his second put out of the inning. And the inning is over. No runs. No hits, no errors. 2 runners left on base. A walk and a hit batter doesn't hurt anything. We played through 2. We will go to the 3rd. Still no score from Westwood. You're watching Vandegrifft VIPERS Baseball on Vype Live.
Do you love the game of football? Wish you could be part of the action? Then become a football official. The Austin Football Officials Association is actively seeking new members to officiate games all across Central Texas. The Austin Football Chapter of TASO, the Texas Association of Sports Officials, provides a 2-year training program for new members. Taught by a crew of veteran officials, these training classes meet each Monday night from July through November and include classroom and on-field instruction. You don't need to be an ex-player or a coach to become a great official and have a memorable officiating career. As our officials will tell you, working around student athletes at all levels of football is gratifying. Plus, you'll develop lifelong friendships with other officials who share your passion for the game. Officiating football is a great way to get into and stay in shape, be a positive role model for student athletes, retain your competitive edge, and earn additional income. Visit the Austin Football Officials Association online at afoa.ws for more information. That's afoa.ws.
Count 2-2. Two-two pitch. Tap foul. Off his foot. He'll hang alive. Two-two. Swing and a miss. Strike three. And Baker's out on strikes for out number one. Third strikeout of the ball game recorded by Morgan. Back to the top of the order will go to Nick Jackson. Jackson robbed of at least a double his last at bat by a diving stop by the third baseman Matthew Gula. Brushes him off the plate. Ball one. Up high, ball two. Two-0 pitch. Fouled out of play to the right side. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 6th inning, McNeil trailing Cedar Ridge 5-0. As that pitch down low, 3-1. So if you're a Viper fan looking for a little help from Hutto and Cedar and McNeil, you're not getting it right now. That ball line shot right into the glove of the second baseman Gael Garcia. And Jackson, 2 hard hit balls tonight, has absolutely nothing to show for it. 2 outs for Clayton Moore. That one was a rope. But 2 outs, bases empty for Clayton Moore. He shows bunt, and that one caught a piece of the umpire. That one smarted. Fouled off the bat of Moore as he squared away to bunt. And that one got through a chink in the armor. Training staff coming out to take a look at him. I tell you what, everybody loves to give the umpires a hard time, and I guarantee you when they're fans in the stands, they do the same thing, but that is a tough gig. I think now the question is, was that a ball or was that a foul ball? So there's a count 1-0 or 0-1, as he appears to be okay. Scoreboard is showing 1 ball and no strikes, but we'll see what they ultimately decide here. Clayton Moore will trot down to third base to talk to Coach McGee. Same two teams Friday night from back at Venom Field on the campus of VANDEGRIFT High School. And then the Vipers, a non-district game coming up Saturday afternoon at home against Georgetown. And the umpire gets a nice round of applause. He better record it. It doesn't happen very often. So Moore will step back in and takes that pitch down low. And the count 2-0. Down low, 3-0. If nothing else, the delay may have taken Ridge Morgan a little bit out of his rhythm. He was starting to get settled in. Now he's behind in the count, 3 balls, no strikes. Checks a swing into strike 1. Three balls, 1 strike. Down low, ball 4, and Moore's aboard with a 2-out walk. Second walk of the ball game surrendered by Morgan. That'll bring up Christian Okerholm with 2 outs. Okerholm drew a walk himself back in the first inning. Toss over to first, runner dives back. There goes the runner. In the call, strike 1, and it'll be a stolen base. Great jump from Moore. And the Vipers again have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. No balls, 1 strike to Okerholm. Ground ball scooped up by the third baseman. He's got it again. And another nice play by third baseman Matthew Gula on a rocket shot. And the Vipers are done here in the third. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors. One runner left on base. We'll go to the bottom half of the third inning. Still no score here from Westwood. Top of the order due up for Westwood as we move to the bottom half of the third inning. Hebert, Garcia, and Gula due up to work against Christian Okerholm. Nick Jackson, Tyler Hubbard, Will Gilbert, your outfield left to right. Simon Baker, Ryan Back, Clayton Moore, Landon Thompson, the infield third to first. Braden Buchanan behind the plate, and Okerholm on for his third inning of work. 39 pitches through the first 2. Would love to see him get through a nice quick 1-2-3 inning here. Keep that pitch count down low here in this third inning. So here's Hebert, drew a leadoff walk in the first inning. He'll dig in from the left side. And first pitch fouled straight back. Oh, one pitch. At the letters, called strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch. Good. Waste pitch down low, says the umpire. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2. Fouled straight back. Oklahoma rears and fires at 1 and 2. Hit in the air to the left side. Jackson drifting towards foul territory. Has a beat on it and makes the catch for 1 away. He's had a busy night. That's his 3rd putout already tonight for Nick Jackson. 1 out, base is empty for Gael Garcia. Garcia 0 for 1, bunted back to Oklahoma in the pop out. And the first pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1 on the heat. Foul back, and Oklahoma quickly ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, hit in the air again to the left side. This ball pretty well tagged, but now Jackson having to come in, and he makes a 2nd consecutive put out. 2 away.
Now batting number 21, Matthew Gulia.
2 up, 2 down for Matthew Gulia. Struck out looking in the first, but he's had a couple of nice defensive plays tonight for the Westwood Warriors. Two outs, base is empty. Pitch down low, ball 1. One 0 pitch. Foul tipped, and the count goes 1-1. In there at the letters, called strike 2. Looked a little high, but we'll take it. 1 and 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Oklahoma trying to get a 1-2-3 inning. And he does. Strikeout. Guya's out on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. 1-2-3, nothing across. We played through 3 quick innings. We will go to the 4th. Still no score from Westwood High School. You're watching Granite Vipers baseball on Vype Live.
For the end zone, touchdown, Ryder Hernandez on 4th and 2 from the 17.
Sure, Vype Sports brings you the best in area high school football, but Vype brings you exciting high school volleyball action.
Dive in the middle for the back row. Here comes James and gets the kill.
Vype brings you walk-off home runs on the diamond.
Line drive, deep to left. It is going, and it is gone.
From lacrosse to the pitch to the court and more, the leader in high school sports coverage is Vype Sports.
VYP.
At Austin Pets Alive, the mission is to promote and provide the resources, education, and programs needed to eliminate the killing of companion animals. That means more happy pets joining more happy families every single day. In fact, Austin Pets Alive has saved more than 25,000 dogs and cats since 2008. And you can help. Adopt a new family member, help out with a donation, or roll up your sleeves and volunteer. If you have love, time, or money to spare, we all have at least one of those, you're needed. Visit AustinPetsAlive.com to get started. Austin Pets Alive, helping people help pets.
tonight, but don't have anything to show for it yet. One away. That'll bring up right fielder Will Gilbert. Gilbert has what I've called the only hit of the night, the infield single in the second inning. I'm not sure if that's the official score, but that's what I ruled it as. Fouled it up the first base side, strike one. Oh, one pitch to Will the Thrill Gilbert. Lifts that one foul out of play to the right side, and he's quickly behind in the count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Gilbert, digging back in from the right side. Good take there. Nice pitch. Gilbert, good discipline. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That ball ripped. Finally got one past the third baseman, Gula. And riding first, heading for second is going to be Gilbert. The throw going to be coming in, not in time, and it is a 1-out double ripped to left off the bat of Will Gilbert. So that'll bring up Landon Thompson with 1 out and a runner in scoring position. VANDEGRIFT has had a runner in scoring position in each of the last 3 innings, including this one. Thompson flew out to right field his last at bat. Pitch down low, ball 1. Looks at that pitch up high, 2 balls, no strikes. So a hitter's pitch coming here, 2 balls, no strikes to Thompson. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on that one, 2-1 the count. Ridge Morgan with the 2-1 pitch, working from the stretch. On its way. In there at the knees, call strike 2. Two and 2, 1 out, runner at second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Crossed him up, and Thompson is out on strikes for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Michael Coughlin. Strikeout number 4 recorded for Morgan. Coughlin was a victim himself back in the second. Looking for a 2-out hit here to put the Vipers on top, and the pitch stays high and away, ball 1. Lifted high in the air, drifting foul out of play to the left side. One ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes to Coughlin. And now time is called. The 1-2. High and away, ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at second. Ooh, boy. It was a strike 3. The umpire with the delayed call there. And Coughlin is out on strikes on the breaking pitch, and the inning is over. So in the inning, no runs, 1 hit. The double by Gilbert goes to waste. No errors, home runner left on base. We're halfway through this one, still no score from Westwood High School. So as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, we again want to thank our sponsors. Our home run sponsor, Shannon Kramer with Bartlett Realty, along with Silverton Custom Homes. Our double play sponsors, Ranch Road Vision. Our single sponsors, Independence Title, D.H. Allen Construction, South Star Bank, and Steiner Ranch Wagabag. And our banner sponsor, Trent Reynolds Baseball Development, along with our Vype Network sponsor, Academy Sports and Outdoors. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com, or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. No runs on 2 hits for the Vipers with no errors. No runs, no hits, 1 error for the Westwood Warriors unofficially. And Westwood will send up 4, 5, and 6 hitters here in this bottom of the 4th inning. Tate Joint, Jack Brinson, and Josh Estacio. .51 pitches through the first 3 innings for Christian Okerholm. Best inning of the game so far, last inning. Let's see what he does here as Joint will step in. Struck out swinging to retire the side in the first inning. First pitch down low, ball 1. Rouse defeating Liberty Hill tonight, 2-1 in a 5A clash. And that one hit him. Second hit batsman of the night, Joints aboard. And for the 3rd time in 4 innings, Westwood has the leadoff runner aboard. That'll bring up Jack Brinson. He walked in the 2nd inning. Pretty good move over to first. Runner dives back. Pitch up high, ball 1. Pretty healthy lead by Joint. Okerholm's keeping an eye on him, and time is called. That's in the first strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Cedar Park trailing Leander, top of the 5th inning, 5-0. The Lions on top of the Timberwolves in baseball action. Cedar Park softball in action tonight at Georgetown. 1-2 pitch. Fouled out of play, and the count remains 1-2 to Brinson. Oklahoma working from the stretch. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the Warrior catcher. There goes the runner. Pitch up high, ball 2. The throw down to second. They got a shot. Oh, they're going to say save. Not much of an argument, so he must have slid underneath the tag. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Brinson. Joint at second base now. Foul back to the screen. Count remains 2-2. They wheel, but no throw. Popped up right side, drifting out of play. Good battle here between Brinson and Oklahoma. This will be pitch number 8 coming up. The 2-2 on its way. Ground ball left side. Nice play there by Baker to throw to first, and it is safe. They pulled him off the bag. Everybody's going to be safe, and it's safe at third. Baker with a good snap, but the throw pulling Thompson off the bag. So the E5 will allow Brinson to move down to first, and on the throw over to first, Joint moves up to third. Runners at the corners with nobody out, and the Vipers in trouble here in the 4th inning. Coach McGee out there to talk to the umpire. Cooper Williamson again going to run for the catcher, Brinson. So Joint at third, Williamson running for Brinson at first. Nobody out. Josh Astacio will step in. 0 for 1, flew out to left. Pitch at the knees, strike 1. Toss over to first, runner back. Foul back, and the count quickly 0-2 to Astacio. No balls, 2 strikes. That's a line shot out into right field for a base hit, and Westwood has a 1-0 lead. So the hit batter in the air, the Vipers playing with fire and finally get burned a little bit as Astacio with the RBI single to right center field. The plate joint. Williamson moves up to second base, still nobody out. 1-0 in favor of Westwood. As Rich Morgan, the beneficiary, will step in. He shows bunt, gets it down. And they're going to try to go to third to throw to first in time. Nice recovery. That was an exciting 3-4 putout. Thompson tried the barehanded pickup. He was going to go to third, and he had time. Couldn't make the field it cleanly, but managed to get the 3-4 play to get Morgan. So 3-4 sacrifice without number 1. Both runners move up. Runners at second and third, 1 away for Reed Saxon. Swing and a miss, strike 1. So Williamson at third, Astacio at second, 1 out for Saxon. High and away, ball 1. One pitch. Popped up, coming right back at me. And it lands on the sidewalk behind the ballpark. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Saxon. Infield in on the infield with just 1 out. The 1-2 pitch. Ooh, that was a nice pitch. Okerholm frustrated. He doesn't get the call. Two balls, 2 strikes. High and away, ball 3. First base is open. A big 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is a big, big second out right there. 2 outs now for Gus Winland. Takes away the sacrifice fly. The infield can go back to their normal position. But still work to be done as Winland steps in here 0 for 1 in the ball game. 2 runners still in scoring position. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Nice block there by Buchanan to keep that one from going back to the screen. Final up in Round Rock, Cedar Ridge 6, McNeil nothing. Foul back and the count quickly 0-2. So Cedar Ridge came in tonight a game ahead of both the Vipers and Westwood along with Vista Ridge. Are now a game and a half up. The winner of this one will stay 2 games behind the Raiders for second place. No balls, 2 strikes. Squib to the right side. Kaufman has it. It's a fair ball and the 3 unassisted. They're just kind of worried about that one hitting the bag and taking a weird bounce, but it doesn't. And the inning is over. Minimal damage done, but still some damage. Westwood draws out in front. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error. 2 runners left on base. We'll keep it here for some Neil Diamond.
Spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? And touching hand, reaching out, touching me, touching me.
Vipers trailing 1-0 now as they move to the top half of the 5th inning. Merle Bertrand here at the ballpark. Rosie Vega back at the Vype Live Studios. 8-9-1 hitters due up. As Tyler Hubbard will step in to lead it off for the Vipers. Flew out to left his previous at bat. If Vandegrift can get some runs, mark down that 4th inning. Westwood had a chance to really break this game open. But Oklahoma bore down and got out of the inning without any further damage to keep it a 1-run ball game. Nine outs to get a run. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to Hubbard. One ball, 1 strike. Inside corner, strike 2. The 1-2 pitch. Wasted it outside, 2-2. Simon Baker on deck, then back to the top of the order will go. Two-two pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Hubbard is out on strikes for out number 1. Strikeout number 6 recorded for Morgan, and that'll bring up Simon Baker with 1 out. Baker 0 for 1, struck out in the 3rd. Pitch low and away, ball 1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Pitch 1 hops up to the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Baker. Two pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts. In fact, that's the 4th straight strikeout recorded by Ridge Morgan. Back to the top of the order will go to Nick Jackson with 2 away. Jackson is due. Robbed of a double in the 1st inning. Hard line drive out in the 3rd. 0 for 2 on the night in the scorebook. Pitch down low, ball 1. Pitch to the knees for a call strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. That ball a little squibber, and it is going to be caught by the right fielder, Gus Winland. Thought it might get down, but it doesn't, and the Vipers are done in order here in the 5th inning. 1, 2, 3, nothing across. So we'll move to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Still 1-0 Westwood on top. Same 2 teams Friday night from Vandegrift. Pre-game roughly at about 7:15, 7:20, depending on when the JV contest gets done. And for the Warriors here in the bottom of the 5th, it'll be the top of the order. Hebert, Garcia, and Gulia due up. Christian Okerholm, 74 pitches through the first 4 innings. Struck out 5, walked 2, hit 2 batters. Trying to keep it a 1-run game so the heart of the order can come up for the Vipers in the 6th. So here's Ebert stepping in to lead off the 5th inning for Westwood. 0 for 1 in the night, also walked in the 1st inning. And the pitch low and away, ball 1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Warriors center fielder. Just misses outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's a good looking pitch in there for a strike on the off speed. 2-2 the count. That ball hit in the air to the left side, and coming in is Nick Jackson. A busy night. He hauls it in for out number 1. 1 out for Gael Garcia. Oh for 2 on the night. Lifted foul out of play to the right side, right towards my car, unfortunately. Strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Good pitch there. Call strike 2. Big showdown tonight out of Cavaliers Field. Lake Travis over Bowie, 7-3. Foul back in the count, 0-2. Bowie having a great season. Lake Travis is always good. No balls, 2 strikes to Garcia. That is tap foul, and the count remains 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Foul out of play to the right. We'll do it again. Ooh, that did get somebody's. There it is. If you own a maroon pickup truck, that's your car alarm going off. There we go. No balls, 2 strikes to Garcia. Ground ball left side. That's a fair ball. Baker drops it, throws over to first. In time. What a play. Nice job by Simon Baker getting a glove on it. Couldn't field it cleanly, but kept it in front of him. The low throw dug out of the dirt by Thompson. 2 away. So 2 outs now. Fuguya. And Guya waves at that one, strike 1. 0 for 2 in the game. Struck out looking in the first, swinging in the third. And Coach Carter going to have a talk with him. Saw something he didn't like in the swing. Nice play in the corner that time by Baker, playing third base tonight. Thompson with the Pilates stretch. Taking the one-hop throw out of the dirt. Two outs, bases empty. Pitch high and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Brushed him back. And the count 2-1. Good pitch there, and the called strike. 2-2. Pitch number 90 coming here for Oklahoma. Just inside, the count goes full. If he can get out of this, he'll have more than enough to start the 6th inning and maybe get into the 7th. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, beautiful. Oh, there it is. Call strike 3. That umpire with that delayed call fools everybody. Called strike 3, and the inning is over. A 1-2-3 inning, just what Christian Oklahoma and the Vipers needed here. Nothing across. We have played through 5. We'll go to the 6th, still down 1-0. You're watching Vandergrift Vipers baseball on Vype Live.
Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts. Wait, hold on just a moment. It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts, but did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at VYPE.com.
At Austin Pets Alive, the mission is to promote and provide the resources, education, and programs needed to eliminate the killing of companion animals. That means more happy pets joining more happy families every single day. In fact, Austin Pets Alive has saved more than 25,000 dogs and cats since 2008. And you can help. Adopt a new family member, help out with a donation, or roll up your sleeves and volunteer. If you have love, time, or money to spare, we all have at least one of those, you're needed. Visit AustinPetsAlive.com to get started. Austin Pets Alive, helping people help pets.
Two-one pitch. That ball ripped out into left field for a base hit. Moore's aboard with a leadoff single. Past the diving glove of Tate Joint. And the Vipers have the tying runner aboard for Christian Okerholm. Chance to help his own cause here. Oklahoma 0 for 1. Toss over to first. Third hit of the night. Surrendered by Morgan unofficially. Started to go, been stopped. And the pitch foul back to the screen. Strike one for Oklahoma. Vipers looking for a spark. You heard Coach McGee say it in the pregame interview. Just kind of lost their identity from the plate. Trying to get it back here. Let's see what Oklahoma can do. Toss over to first. Runner back. Oh, 1 pitch. Lifted in the air, right side. Hopefully to get out of play, and it will. The count 0-2 to the Viper pitcher. No balls, 2 strikes. Up high, ball 1. Cedar Ridge has defeated McNeil tonight 6-0. Last we heard it was Vista Ridge 3-0 over Hutto. Don't know what's going on between Round Rock and Stony Point. One ball, 2 strikes. Toss over to first, runner back. Clayton Moore aboard with the leadoff single to the left. They're keeping an eye on him. Will Gilbert on deck. The 1-2. Misses outside, 2-2. That was a pretty good pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch again. Ground ball left side. Shortstop has it. They'll throw to second, and they're going to get him. So the goal is a 6-4 force out. Joint with a nice play over to Garcia to eliminate Moore. Oklahoma board on the fielder's choice. 1 out now for Braden Buchanan. Courtesy runner coming in here for the pitcher. Is that David Forrell? As Buchanan will step in 0 for 2 on the night. Speed misses inside, ball 1. Buchanan popped out to right, flew out to center. Toss over to first. Runner die. The ball gets away. Going to roll out into right field, and that's going to allow Forrell to move up to second base. They kept throwing to first, and finally the ball squirts away, and the Vipers catch a break. And Coach Carter going to gather his infield together. I want to verify who that runner is out of second base. Vipers without numerals on the front, so until he turns around, I'm not going to know for sure. All right, it is indeed number 6 for the Vipers, and that is indeed David Forrell. So Forrell, the runner at second base with 1 out. 1 ball, no strikes to Braden Buchanan, the Viper catcher. Hutto fighting back. Vista Ridge 4, Hutto 3, top of the 7th inning, and they're going to put Buchanan aboard with the intentional walk. And we'll get a courtesy runner for him. We'll try to identify that as probably Graylin Spring, but I don't know for sure, as Will Gilbert will step in. 2 for 2 on the night, infield single and slammed a double in the 4th. If he can do that again, the Vipers will have the lead. Runners at first and second with 1 away here for Vandegrift. Shows bunt and pulls it back. Ball 1. Nice block behind the plate by Brinson to keep it from going back to the screen. One 0 pitch. Shows bunt again and taps it foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Landon Thompson on deck. One and one to Will the Thrill Gilbert, the Viper right fielder. Swinging away this time, takes that pitch to the knee, strike 2. Big pitch here, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lifted in the air, that's trouble if it stays fair. It's slicing, it is going to be foul by about 4 feet. So the carousel will rewind, 1 ball, 2 strikes still. One and 2. Inside call, strike 3. He's saying it hit him. He's saying that it hit him. And they're going to say it's a strikeout. So 2 outs, runner still at first and second for Landon Thompson. Thompson on the night, popped out to right, struck out. 2 outs, runners at first and second. That ball slapped, gobbled up by the third baseman. He will tag the runner on the way by, and it's a 5 unassisted. Inning is over. So the Vipers get 2 runners aboard, cannot bring them around. And we would go to the bottom half of the 6th inning, still down by 1-0. Tough break there. Good defense by Westwood, but another frustrating inning for the Vipers at the plate. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 runners left on base. So we'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Got to keep it a 1-run game here. And we got a new pitcher coming in here for Vandergrift. As Christian Okerholm's night is done. I believe this is Eric Reimers. So tough without numbers on the back. I'm not sure who this young man is for sure. I believe it's 10. It is 10. That's Eric Reimers. Didn't want to assume. Making his 8th appearance on the year. 20 innings pitched with a record of 3-0, giving up 9 hits, 8 runs, 6 of them earned. Walked 7, struck out 17, and has a 2.10 ERA. Came on, did a good job in the first game against Cedar Ridge the other night. His job is to keep it a 1-run ball game and give the Vipers a chance in the 7th inning. He'll be facing the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for Westwood. So a good performance tonight from Okerholm. Pitched well enough to win. The offense sputtered behind him. As Reimers will face off with Tate Joint here in the first pitch down low, ball 1. Joint on the night hit by a pitch to lead off the 4th inning. Came around to score the only run of the ball game thus far. And that pitch down low, ball 2. Lifted foul out of play to the right side. 2 balls and 1 strike. High chopper left side. Back has it. Double clutch to throw. Thrown away. Throw a little high, but it looked like it should have been fielded. And Joint's aboard on the air. That'll bring up Jack Brinson. 0 for 1 in the night. Did reach on an error. Also walked back in the 2nd inning. They've gone final out in Hutto. 4-3. Vista Ridge hangs on to defeat the Hippos. Pitch down low, ball 1 to Brinson. So Vista Ridge improves to 6-4 in district play. The winner of this game will also be 6-4. The loser will be 5-5, 1 game out of a playoff berth. And they're called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Popped up off the bat handle. Long run, but coming in, he has a beat on and makes the catch. Nice play out there by Tyler Hubbard. Ran a long way in the sky-high pop of 1 out now for Josh Estacio. Estacio 1 for 2 with an RBI single. He drove in joint with the only run of the game so far. That ball slapped to right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. So runners at first and second with 1 away for Ridge Morgan. Morgan hit by a pitch in the second. Sacrifice bunt in the fourth. Not showing bunt this time, and that ball is going to get away back to the screen. Both runners are going to move up. So let's see if they put him on here with first base open. Infield's got to come in and everywhere with just 1 out. Good cut, fouls it back to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, just missed outside. 2-1 the count to Morgan. That ball slapped out to the left field for a base hit. That's going to score at least 1. They're going to wave the runner around to throw to the plate. It is not in time to throw down to second. They're going to get him there. Got him there, but the damage was done. RBI single from Ridge Morgan. Plates joint. And a plates Estacio. 3-1 Westwood. And then Morgan cut down at second, trying to stretch that on the throw. 2 outs, base is empty, but now 3-0 in favor of Westwood. As Reed Saxon will step in. Check that, we got a pinch hitter here. Colton Clements will step in. And gets plunked. Gus Windland will step in now with 2 outs and a runner at first. Fouls that back to the screen, strike 1. Windland on the night, 0 for 2. Looking ahead to the Vipers 7th, it's the bottom of the order to do up. 7, 8, and 9 hitters. They'll need 3 runs to keep the game alive. And that one, a line shot into the glove of Reimers for the out. But in the inning for Westwood, they got the runs that they needed. They got them on 2 runs on 2 hits, helped out by an error. 1 runner left on base. We will go to the 7th inning. New score down 3-0. You're watching Grand Rapids Vipers baseball on Vype Live.
Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts. Wait, hold on just a moment. It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts, but did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at VYPE.com.
At Austin Pets Alive, the mission is to promote and provide the resources, education, and programs needed to eliminate the killing of companion animals. That means more happy pets joining more happy families every single day. In fact, Austin Pets Alive has saved more than 25,000 dogs and cats since 2008. And you can help. Adopt a new family member, help out with a donation, or roll up your sleeves and volunteer. If you have love, time, or money to spare, we all have at least one of those, you're needed. Visit AustinPetsAlive.com to get started. Austin Pets Alive, helping people help pets.
New pitcher on the hill for the Westwood Warriors, and as Monty Python used to say, and now for something completely different, he got a sidewinder on the hill. Will Pieko taking over, trying to get the save tonight for the starting pitcher, Ridge Morgan. Morgan, what a great night he had. Gave up 3 hits, no runs so far. Struck out 3, 5, 7, 8 batters. And Michael Coughlin will lead it off for the Vipers. A pitch down low, ball 1. This is actually a pinch hitter. Harrison Young, 2 for 7 on the season with 3 RBI. Will bat here. And takes that pitch in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Young, Hubbard, and Baker due up. The Vipers going to need a whole lot more than that. At the knees, 1 and 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Down low, 2 and 2. Two pitch. Down low, ball 3. Three-two pitch. Ball 4. And the Vipers have the leadoff runner aboard. Good eyes there by Harrison Young. And we're going to have a pinch runner for Young. As Tyler Hubbard will step in. Cannot see who that is over at first base. We'll try to identify him if we can as Hubbard steps in. 0 for 2 on the night. That pitch in there, call strike 1. Vipers need base runners. They need to get back up to the top of the order. Good cut. Fouls it back to the screen. No balls, 2 strikes. Looks like Josh Masonov on deck for Vandegrift. Oh, 2 pitch. Tap foul, hangs alive. That's number 5 over at first base for the Vipers. That's Ryan Back. It can't be Ryan Back. Did he come on? He was a starting shortstop. Well. 0-2 to Hubbard. That ball, sky high fly ball to left center field. Outfield converging, and it's going to be the left fielder, Josh Estacio, hauling it in for out number 1. So 1 out now for Josh Masonov. Masonov, his first at-bat of the night, comes in batting .318 of the season. No home runs, 3 RBI, and a couple of doubles. His job is to get on board, get back to the top of the order. Got to get on board to bring the tying run to the plate. Had a good cut. Fouled it off the screen. Strike one. Pitch up high, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Snap throw to first, runner back. High fly ball on the left side, drifting towards the foul territory. And making the catch in foul territory, judging by the reaction of the crowd, was the left field Estacio. And the Vipers are down to the final out. So back to the top of the order we go to Nick Jackson with 2 outs now. Jackson 0 for 3, but he's had a couple of hard hit balls tonight. Pitch misses outside, ball 1. Now low ball 2. Got the heart of the order coming up. Got to get on board. Jackson calls time. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runner at first. Snap throw to first, runner back. Dual pitch. In there at the knees, call strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one tapped foul on the count 2-2. That is indeed Ryan Back running at first base, starting shortstop. So 2-2 now to Jackson. Vipers down to the final strike. Pieko trying to put him away. Swung on, foul tip. Jackson hangs alive. Clayton Moore on deck if Jackson can extend the game. Two-two pitch. Ground ball left side. Shortstop has it. The only play to first. The throw is high. Sails into the dugout. And the Vipers are still alive. So Back moves down to third on the throwing error. Runners at the corners. Tying run will come to the plate. Here is Clayton Moore. 1 for 2 with a walk. Back at third. Jackson at first. Still 2 outs. Popped up right side. Get out of here. Get out of here. It does. Strike 1. Down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. The first time tonight the Vipers have had a runner at third base. And it comes with 2 outs in the 7th inning. That ball line to the shortstop. He will step in the bag and that'll do it. A hard hit ball from Clayton Moore. right into the glove of Tate Joint. He will step on second, 6 unassisted, and the ball game is over. No runs, no hits. 1 error, 2 runners left on base. And the final score, 3-0 in favor of the Westwood Warriors. We'll take a break, get the final numbers put together. We'll be back to wrap it up here from Westwood. You're watching Vandegrifts Vipers Baseball on Vype Live.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts.
We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown, Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close in the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
Do you love the game of football? Wish you could be part of the action? Then become a football official. The Austin Football Officials Association is actively seeking new members to officiate games all across Central Texas. The Austin Football Chapter of TASO, the Texas Association of Sports Officials, provides a 2-year training program for new members. Taught by a crew of veteran officials, these training classes meet each Monday night from July through November and include classroom and on-field instruction. You don't need to be an ex-player or a coach to become a great official and have a memorable officiating career. As our officials will tell you, working around student athletes at all levels of football is gratifying. Plus, you'll develop lifelong friendships with other officials who share your passion for the game. Officiating football is a great way to get into and stay in shape, be a positive role model for student athletes, retain your competitive edge, and earn additional income. Visit the Austin Football Officials Association online at afoa.ws for more information. That's afoa.ws.
Vandegrifts Vipers as they drop tonight's game 3-0 to the Westwood Warriors. For the Warriors, unofficial numbers, 3 runs on 3 hits. They committed 3 errors. Left 6 runners on base. Westwood improves to 18-7-1 overall. More importantly, 6-4 in the district. Tied with Vista Ridge, who they split with last week for 3rd place in the playoff race so far. So Westwood 18-7-1, 6-4 in the district. For the Vandegrifts Vipers, no runs on 3 hits, 2 errors, 8 runners left on base. A hard luck loser tonight for the Vipers will be Christian Oker. Home pitch good enough to win, just did not get any offensive support. Winning pitcher, Ridge Morgan for Westwood to save Will Pieko to close it out. Vandegrifts dropping to 16-11 overall. More importantly now, after dropping 3 straight district games, the Vipers fall to 5-5 in the district. 1 game out of the playoff chase, with just 4 district games remaining. Before we want to go here again, we want to thank our home run sponsor, Shannon Kramer with Bartlett Realty, along with Silverton Custom Homes. Our double play sponsor, Ranch Road Vision. Our single sponsors, Independence Title, D.H. Allen Construction, South Star Bank, and Steiner Ranch Wagabag, along with our banner sponsor, Trent Reynolds Baseball Development. And, of course, our Vype Network sponsor, Academy Sports and Outdoors. Gear up this spring at Academy Sports and Outdoors. So that's going to do it for us tonight. Again, a huge thank you to Booster Club President Jennifer Farrow and Vice President Stephen Miller and all those sponsors who have made these broadcasts possible. For my broadcast partner, John Prussell, he'll be back with us Friday night from Benham Field, a must-win game for the Vipers in that one. Our QA tonight, Rosie Baker, our technical director, Suna Vincott, and all the folks over at Vype Media. My name is Merle Bertrand, signing out from Westwood High School.